Welcome to our third week of small groups. I hope you're enjoying this time as much as I am. This week, we're gonna walk through some questions regarding our last message from our Love Anyways series. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 44, Jesus told us that we should love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. As I mentioned on Sunday, this is so hard. The natural response when someone hurts us is to lash out. Remember I told you about my 3-year-old daughter, Reagan, who screams when her older siblings do something she doesn't like. I feel like that's what we do. When someone does something to us that we don't like, we lash out, we hate, we get angry. But Jesus challenged us to love, even our enemies. You know, our family has had a really challenging couple of weeks. And we found out some terrible news about some things happening, and man, I'll tell you that it is so hard to pray for those who are persecuting us. But I believe God gave me this simple question, and I'm going to ask it to you today. Is the love that God has for me greater or weaker than the hate that I have for my enemies? Is the love that God has for me greater or weaker than the hurt someone did against me? I believe that God's love is stronger. God's love is greater. And look, you can't love your enemies on your own. You can't do it. I can't do it. But God working in me is the one who can do it. Elizabeth Elliot was a missionary in Ecuador whose husband was killed by the very people they were trying to reach. And when he was killed, instead of retreating, instead of hating them, she chose to take her 3-year-old daughter and live with the very people who should have been her enemy. She chose to love them. And this is something she wrote in one of her books. She said this: the secret is Christ in me, not me in a different set of circumstances. Today, I want to remind you that God has called us to love enemies. So your group is gonna, get together and go through some questions. And I know it may be a tough week, but I believe that God is with you right now in your group. And He's gonna do a mighty work among you guys tonight. So enjoy your time together.